Good morning. I am Juliette Johansson, and it is my privilege to serve as Executive Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer for Office Depot. On behalf of our executive team, our leadership team, and the entire Office Depot family, I am exceptionally pleased to welcome you to the 9th weekend in Boca. The fact that you are focusing on strategies for making a difference today is both timely and appropriately given the ever-challenging nature of today's nonprofit environment. All of you want to make a difference, of course. If today's speakers can give you some new knowledge, insight, and inspiration, we will have succeeded. Your decision to attend Weekend in Boca pays tribute to your commitment to making a difference within your own organization. Whether you are a staff or a board member of a nonprofit, a leader in business or government, or a dedicated volunteer, we're confident that you will find something of value here today. Our vision at Office Depot is helping people and businesses succeed. This event is a perfect example of how the Office Depot Foundation lives those same values and gives back to the community. All of us at Office Depot are proud to serve as your hosts today and hope you enjoy your visit to our corporate headquarters. I am now pleased to turn the program over to Alex Price, Director of Government Affairs and Community Investment for Comcast, who will offer a few words on behalf of our presenting sponsor.
Good morning. So, confession, I'm the ultimate morning guy. Seriously. So it's pretty comforting. It's nice to be in a room full of 100% morning people just like me. I feel like I'm kind of with my people right now. But Juliette, thank you for that nice introduction. I'm just so grateful to be part of what I think is one of the truly special events that takes place in my hometown of Boca every year. And I'm proud to represent my company, Comcast, and welcome you all to Weekend in Boca 9. Comcast has been a proud sponsor of this event for the last couple years, but we're particularly excited to be a part of it this year. I mean, look, anything that combines 300 mission-driven organizations in one room, with Wonder Woman Mary Wong over here, and not to mention some pretty sweet breakfast sandwiches in the back, which I'm a huge fan of. You pull all that together, it's a pretty sweet deal. And it's in Boca, so really, it's like the perfect day for me. I'm like a happy kid right now. But seriously, this is an exceptionally valuable program that aligns really well with our passion to invest in the community, particularly to build the capacity of nonprofits, especially nonprofit leaders, critical leaders, like all of you in the room, over 600 or so that we have right here. You can just feel the energy, you can feel the passion as you meander through the tables this morning. It's a pretty cool way to start the day. Comcast is also a proud sponsor and partner of the Office Depot Foundation's National Backpack Program, which, working in this field, I gotta say, I think is one of the truly special corporate citizenship initiatives, signature corporate citizenship initiatives in the country, period. I really do. It's a real gem to have birthed out of this city as well. And it's proven to be a valuable vehicle for us at Comcast to help bridge the digital divide through a signature corporate citizenship initiative of our own, which is called the Internet Essentials Program. So the Internet Essentials Program is the nation's largest broadband adoption program, connecting low-income households with what we like to say is really the equalizing opportunity of the internet and home computers and free digital literacy training in all the communities where we operate. And so we're kind of celebrating our 5-year anniversary. In 5 years, we've been able to help about 3 million Americans open up the world of education and employment opportunities through the internet in the home. And if you don't have the internet in the home, in this changing world, it presents a lot of barriers. And we've seen a lot of research, and we know about that. And so we're helping to sort of bridge that digital divide here in South Florida and all over the country where we operate. And so it is a changing world. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting kind of signature cause to get behind that wouldn't have existed, say, 15 years ago, to be quite frank. And so just this summer, we announced a special partnership, the the greatest expansion of this program in its history, we partnered with Secretary Castro and HUD to offer internet essentials, low-cost, high-speed home internet to every family in America in our service area in public housing. So we think that's going to be a neat way to open up and unlock the potential. So we're excited for that. But you know, it's just a puzzle piece. And our passion for volunteerism through Comcast Cares, it's good, but it's just a puzzle piece. You all in your missions and your programs are a far more important part of that puzzle. When you fit all those pieces together, we all bring in different things to the table. It creates that beautiful mosaic, that strong foundation from which to build community. Build community, that's the theme of the day. That's why we're all here. And I believe we're gonna take it a little bit further after the program that Mary's put forth here today. I want to wish you all a very entertaining, but more importantly, a perspective-changing day, an inspirational day. And just thank you so much and Mary for allowing us to be a small part of that. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Excuse me? I want to thank you, Alex. Who wakes up this early and okay? I mean, he's just he's like that all day long. I want to thank you all for coming, and we are thrilled to have you here today. And welcome to the 9th weekend in Boca. Yay, yes, yay. You know, when I think about this, we started this, and our very first one, we had 40 participants. Would you please stand up and look around the room? I mean, there are over 625 participants here today. I am so very proud. I am proud of all of you. While we were sharing appreciation, this seems like the really appropriate time to thank all of our sponsors who have helped us make it possible. I could not, and I will not, be able to stand here and say that I do this by myself. And if you could just hold your applause until we acknowledge everybody. But I would like to acknowledge these sponsors. These sponsors make it a part of their value structure. They make it a part of what they do. And everything that you see, all the bags, all the food, everything that's here today, they've helped contribute to make it possible for you. So our presenting sponsor, Comcast. Alex, if you come up on stage. The sponsor of our Listen, Learn, Care Awards, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Gerald McSwiggan from the Corporate Citizenship Center. Our networking reception sponsor, Lisa Peterford, if you'd please come up. She is the representative from the Merrill G. and Amanda E. Hastings Foundation. Our session sponsor is Daskell Bolton, Andrew. JKG Group, our breakfast sponsor. Our program book sponsor, the Greater Boca Raton Chamber of Commerce, our very dear friend Troy McCullen, if you please come up. The Wyndham Hotel Boca Raton, the gift bag sponsor. The exhibitor sponsors are SCORE, and our very, very dear friends from the Office Depot loyalty programs, and our exclusive brand sponsors, if they could please come up front. I'd also want to thank our Father and Son Foundation, Bob Gitlin, who is our youth sponsor, and for the Listen and Learn Care Award that we're going to be giving out today. We just want to say we were truly grateful for the opportunity to present the Weekend in Boca free of charge to all of you in the community. We believe that all of you have found a value for what we do and how it matches and far exceeds the similar programs that bring in change significantly. I think if you were to have to pay for something like this, it kind of would offset what we're trying to do. And in truth, we value what we find out here every day, and we learn more from what we hear from all of you by listening, learning, and caring, and about what you do by the constituents that you serve. We've seen many success stories arise from the Weekend in Boca, and by establishing relationships here. For example, we have joined forces with Palm Beach County and other partners to build playgrounds. When 2 years ago, I called out and I said, I have the funds to be able to build a public playground. Is there anybody that could help me? Houston Tate raised his hand and said, we can. And we have built a park in Lake Worth. from that. He's over there from that. Last year, or this year actually, we've been able to enhance that with our own Office Depot associates, and we've been able to enhance that by making a disability playground now for disabled children. Rudy Bester is here, and we are working with Gramercy Park, and he just told me that he's got a wonderful story to share with all of you. Desiree Wood, who unfortunately could not be here today with us, but Desiree Wood has joined us 4 years ago, and Desiree Wood started a movement for women truck drivers. And she just got done speaking in front of Congress and talking about how women truck drivers should be paid fairly for what they do in comparison to that, so she's being done with that. Kayla Abramowitz, the young lady who you will meet today at lunchtime, found the resources right here to help get her nonprofit off the ground. So does Weekend in Boca matter? Yes, it does. As the theme suggests, you will find strategies for making a difference here today, but undoubtedly, you will start building, again, your community. We want you to learn more about finance, social media, and storytelling, and much more about outstanding speakers between now and the end of the day. When you think about it, all of us have a part of a movement. And think about the word movement. The first 4 letters in that are M-O-V-E. And for change, it's never-ending task. It's one that you're committed to, and it's one that you have to accomplish. It's about impact. In order to reach our goals, we need to be sustainable. It's no good if you're only here for a couple months. You've already made the commitment to the people that are out there. Strategies for achieving are both objectives in today's, for today and the future. Before we hear from our first speaker, I'd like to mention that we have purchased some $500 in lottery tickets. In those lottery tickets, those are the 2 trees that are on here. There's $250 on that tree, there's $250 on that tree. I know during the course of the day, people come, go, and then they don't stay. Seats come and leave. You won't get what you want out of this for the day if you don't stay and you listen and hear everything that's here. Because at the end of the day, you owe it to the people that you serve to keep your expanding and learn more. So at the end of the day, you put your business cards in, and we're going to raffle off the lottery tree. We did this recently, and somebody just won. I believe she hasn't even scratched off all of her tickets, and she's up to $700. Yeah, $700. Every bit helps. If you put it in context for me, every $3 I win, I could buy a child a backpack. Finally, just a couple of housekeeping notes. The restrooms are out in the lobby. We would appreciate it if you take a moment to turn off your cell phones. We have a recharging station over there. And we did the pictures with that. If you just, at the break, make sure you hashtag your Facebook picture on Office Depot Foundation Facebook, and you hashtag where you're at, and we can get everybody to know what's going on today, and we can own Facebook. That would be awesome. And Alex is going to come back up and introduce our first speaker, and I just, once again, want to commend all of you for coming, and I hope you find it just to be an awesome day. Thank you.